Lead generation is not lead conversion. That is one of the most common mistakes I see people make in their business when they're not getting consistent clients. A lot of people think that they may have lead generation problem when they actually have a lead conversion problem, and the other way around. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you what is lead generation, how we do lead generation in DSM headquarters, what is lead conversion, how do we do it here, and also I'm going to give you the framework to help you to identify if you are not having consistent clients yet in your business, what is actually going wrong. Is the lead generation part or is the lead conversion part? If that's something you're interested in, then make sure you keep watching. Hello, my name is Yuan, founder and CEO of DailySurprisesMedia. We help coaches and service providers to get leads on Instagram in as little as 7 days, and we have generated over 100 client wins just last year alone. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the difference between lead generation and lead conversion, how we do it here in DSM headquarters, what's the difference between both, and if you're not yet having consistent clients, paying clients in your business, how do you assess and really audit which part of the process that might need improvement, no matter it's lead generation part or lead conversion part. So let's firstly talk about what is lead generation. I'm going to put the definition I found on Google, which is lead generation is the process of gaining the interest of potential customers in order to increase future sales. It may sound very technical, but when you really interpret what that actually means, it really just means that you are finding a way to get targeted eyeballs, target audience onto your sales funnel. No matter that is your Instagram page, or maybe that's your email sequence, or maybe that's your sales page, you need to making sure you have a sustainable way of getting targeted people onto the entrance point of your sales funnel. And in general, there's normally two ways to do this in the space, right? So you have ads, you can have Google ads, Facebook ads, etc., where you can select your audience interest, their location, their age range, etc. There's multiple factors you can really narrow down who your ideal client is, so that the very smart ads bots know who to target to serve your ads to. Or you can go through the organic marketing way, which is actually how we use it in DSM headquarters. So the way we do lead generation in the DSM headquarters is we actually go out there, we go on Instagram, we do tons of market research so we understand where our ideal clients hang out, what kind of hashtags do they tend to use, so that we can really find those people efficiently. We then engage with them using our engage sequence so we can get their attention, and then through content marketing and through engagement nurturing, a combination of those two is how we actually do lead generation. And that is the reason why you can see my account grows consistently over time, and not just growing with like random followers, right? You can buy followers very cheaply if you want, but that's only going to damage your business if your long-term goal is actually having paying customers. So you really want to find a way to be able to consistently grow your following with targeted eyeballs, with targeted clients. So just like previously we shared with you the Google definition, I now find the lead conversion definition on Google. I'm going to read it out to you. So lead conversion is the marketing process of turning leads into paying customers. That's exactly that. So now you can see the difference between lead conversion and lead generation. So lead generation normally sit at the beginning of your marketing effort, right? So how do you get target eyeballs to know that you existed? So get them interested in your service, your offer, and you. And then the next part is once they're interested, how do you then turn that interest into curiosity and then help them to understand that you are exactly what they need? So you need both parts to work together in order to have consistent clients in your business. And this is where a lot of people trip up, right? So I've been jumping on quite a few discovery calls recently, and someone would tell me like, oh, I actually have a sales problem. But when we chat about it, they're actually not even able to get one discovery call a month. So it's not necessarily that they have a sales problem, because they don't really have a solid data to show that when somebody jump on a call, can they actually close that person or not? Because they don't even have enough leads coming to their business yet. That means they have nobody to convert, right? So that straight away is telling me they need to solve the lead generation problem first, than anything else. And there's other people jumping on discovery calls telling me like, oh, I have a lead generation problem, please help me. But when we chat through, their current process, they're jumping on discovery calls very often, or maybe they sell, they have a really high open rate in the emails, they have a really high click rate on the landing page, but no one is converting. That is telling me that it's not a lead generation problem anymore, because they have interest, right? People showing interest by booking a call, showing interest by clicking, by opening email, but no one buys. So what they really need to fix is the lead conversion part. So how do we actually do lead conversion in DSM headquarters? Well, we mainly do that through DM sales. What I mean by that is once we get a targeted coach as our followers, but I need to explain that first. We can't control who become a follower of ours, but in general, when we do our engagement strategy and content marketing strategy together, we tend to have a really good audience growth, and those are very targeted audience growth as well. But let's say once we get a very targeted coach become a follower of ours because they decide our content is interesting, we get their attention through engagement strategy, I normally will just go in there and have a DM conversation with them. So building relationships, understand that, where they are in their business, to really pre-qualify them, because you never really want to pitch somebody that is not right for your service, right? If they're not needing your service, you're really wasting your time and effort, and you're actually burning that relationship as well, which you do not want to do. So I'm having a lot of that back and forth conversation, understanding where they are, understanding if they actually need our service, and if they actually qualify for our service, and it's pretty clear that we can help them to get into their next level, next go, I'll definitely tell them about our service with their consent, because I know we normally tell them, we think we can help you, here's how we can help you, do you want to learn more about it? And if they say yes, I give them more information. And that has been the main way of how we're actually getting clients on Instagram. A lot of it is actually relationship building, filtering process, understanding who can be a good fit, who maybe not going to be a good fit, and then moving into pitching when it's relevant. And we're sure that, we are providing enough value to that point that pitching is no longer a cold pitch. If you're having tried DM selling by yourself, but you're not able to convert people, no matter it's because you're stuck in, small talks forever, you don't know how to move that into a business conversation, or maybe you're pitched too early and the other person is not quite ready yet, you haven't really warmed them enough to help them to see that, your social proof, your background, all of that. Don't worry, I've got you. I actually have a DM sales closer masterclass where I teach you the exact framework, the workflow, everything we are actually using my agency to close as many people as possible through DMs. If that's something you're interested in, making sure that you go to the description box below and check it out. I'll making sure I have a link over there. Now we have talked about lead generation and lead conversion. What's the difference between the two and how we actually do that in my agency? Let's now talk about how can you audit your process. If you're not getting consistent clients yet, which part might be wrong in your business? So I have been doing a lot of, kind of market research type of questions. I've asking my client, I've asked people in my networks, and in general, you can expect lead conversion rate to be around 10% to 50% when you have that kind of one-on-one human interaction. I know this is a really wide range. The reason why it's a wide range, it really depending on how good you are at sales, because the better you are at sales, the higher you can expect your closing rate to be, right? And that is assuming that, when you do the lead generation part, those are always your target audience. So if you actually say at the lower end of the spectrum right now at 10%, in order to get one new client this month, you need to talk to 10 people. So this kind of give you a baseline. Obviously, this is not like a gold rule, but it gave you a baseline to understand which part of your business is not quite working right now. So if you're trying to land that one client, if you're struggling to get 10 discovery call per month at this point, and you are not be able to get that one new client, chances are your lead generation process is not quite working. So you're struggling to get the right people, the target eyeballs onto your offer. And if, let's say, you're actually able to get not only 10 calls, you're getting 15, 20 calls, but you really struggle, you still can't convert that one person, in general, that's your lead conversion problem. But obviously, sometimes maybe you're attracting the wrong person. That can be the reason as well. But assuming your lead generation process is working, if you actually get 20 calls with people who are your ideal clients and you can't close them, that's normally telling me that you have a lead conversion problem. So that is what I really use as a quick assessment to understand, is that a lead generation problem or lead conversion problem? So hopefully that helps you too. Now, at this point in the video, we've talked about lead generation, what it is, how we actually leverage lead generation in my agency, what is lead conversion, and also how we actually do it in DSM headquarters. I also showed you a small assessment, how I normally think about lead generation, lead conversion, which part of the process needs improving. While you're waiting for next video, making sure that you check out the video on the screen right now, where I'm going to share with you how we do lead generation through content marketing. So part of lead generation, you need content marketing as well. As I mentioned in this video, I'm going to share with you what type of content actually really converts. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.